G'day punters, welcome to a big edition of Greyhound Gold. My name's Brett Honey, no David Short this week, but we do have Hayden King. Welcome back, Hayden. How are you?
Well, great to be back alongside you, Brett. It's been far too long, and I really missed being beside you. Your tender touch.
That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me, so thank you very much, and I'll take that to heart. So,
are you feeling the tension?
No, I'm not. I'm certainly not, but there'll be some...
one-sided, unrequited.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that. I don't feel emotions, but there'll be plenty of tension Friday night. Group 2, for the first time ever, the Group 2 Mandurah Cup final. We had 4 very good heats on Friday night. We've got a very good final, Hayden. With King Tommy drawing awkwardly in box 6, we've got a very good betting affair.
We do indeed. King Tommy, he does look the top seed heading into the race. I think most, if not all, would admit that he's been able to produce in recent months has him regarded as potentially the best dog in Western Australia, and he'll be out to frank that title on Friday night. I think he can.
Yeah, he's certainly the hardest to beat, and I think bets, I've got a few each way goes in the race, but they're certainly speculative, and if he gets into any kind of position, he's going to be hard to beat. And we saw why last Friday night, and he is indeed our run of the week from last Friday night. It was race 7, the final heat of the Mandurah Cup. It was a very good race. Box 1, that got Cromwell Manelli out and firing. He was able to lead from Agent 11, who was in box 5. There was a packed field behind, about 3 lengths behind, and King Tommy was 3 wide. He had to do some work to eventually find third, and he did do that. When they went past the 302 metre boxes, he really started to get into his work, King Tommy. Cromwell Manelli was holding Agent 11 well enough, and King Tommy, he did just take a little moment just to get past Agent 11, just had to go up underneath that particular runner, but once he set out for Cromwell Manelli looked the shot duck a long way out. King Tommy, very good performance, was too strong in the end. His time was very good too. It's a new track record at Mandurah, obviously only been going for a couple of weeks, so he's the clubhouse leader. Tommy's sectionals were 581, 16.15, a 10.95 run home, 27.10. Cromwell Manelli was in second place, but his time of 27.14 is now the second fastest run ever at Mandurah, so it was a very strong heat. Agent 11 lost no admirers in third, was in a very classy heat of the Mandurah Cup. Hayden, he's a very good dog, King Tommy. He's starting to do it a number of different ways. When he first stepped up in distance in the winter, he was a bit of a lead or nothing operator over those distances. He's now dropped back to the 500 metre distance range. He's doing it a variety of different ways. As we've already touched on, only luck will beat him this week in the Mandurah Cup.
Durable, that's the word I'd use for him. He's proven himself on so many fronts in recent months, King Tommy, and it's hard to refute his body of work that he's been able to manufacture, and it only looks like growing, and Friday, I think it can as well.
I'm really looking forward to the Mandurah Cup on Friday night. What have we got in the way of best bets for Friday night chasing at Mandurah?
I'm really confident. Race 12, number 6, Agent 11. You just touched on it in that race. I thought this dog was absolutely enormous in defeat.
Time was good.
Chase time, those 2 dogs you just referenced, King Tommy, Cromwell Manelli, was not that far off them. This, comparatively, is a mediocre lineup. Just needs to begin well enough, put itself in a position to potentially lead the race, and I think really it should be getting the job done. Race 12, number 6, Agent 11, and race 7, number 8, Howard Hook. He didn't begin very well last week off the inside box. I think he's much better box this week, out in box number 8, gets all that room early, wide runner, build up the revs, hopefully a better beginning, and I think he'll be an each way price. I'm very happy to play that way. Race 7, number 8, Howard Hook. How about yourself?
Does have a good record from outside draws, Howard Hook, so can get on board there. I thought it was a really good betting card, truth be told. Hayden, my best bet, race 3, number 3, After Show. I see this greyhound be dominant at Northam over 297 metres, and when he's got it right on that bend start at Cannington, she can run, I should say, any time she wants to. She's a very fast dog. I think this 400 metre distance is really going to suit her. She's got that long run to the first turn to get into her work. She's got very strong muster. There's wide runners in Bundiji and Cody Charles runner in box 5, which the name just escapes me, but Joe the Lion, I should say. But they're both wide runners. They want to get up the track, so After Show's going to get plenty of room room here, should get on the arm, and they won't know which way she went. For a bit of value, I'm going to go to the Mandurah Cup, race 6, number 4, Nangar Bubbles. She's around that $9 mark. I think she's a very good chance to lead. We saw Cromwell Manelli fire out and run a really good first section last week. There is a bit more pace around here for Cromwell Manelli with the likes of Sam Patch, who can really begin and has gone very well on a bend start at Cannington over 380. So I think Sam Patch can hold up Cromwell, and Nangar Bubbles runs that nice straight line from box 4, can cross, and she'll give him something to catch here. She was very good last week, I thought. Had to deal with Firecloud in those early stages last week and looked lost, ended up going 27.61, but the way she picked herself up again and beat home the likes of Solidified, I thought it was a very good effort. And I just think if she gets clearly on the arm here, with the benefit of now seeing the track, she can improve big time on the clock, and from there it's really a stage of where King Tommy gets to. So quite keen to have an each way ticket there on race 6, number 4, Nangar Bubbles, to go to race 3, number 3 after show. That's Friday night chasing at Mandurah on Cup night. Let's turn our attention to Saturday chasing at Cannington. Hayden, what have you got for us?
Going straight up. Race 1, number 1, Storm Alert.
First dog in the boxes.
And hopefully first home. Should be saluting soon, and I think this race can be it. It's been knocking on the door to win one, hasn't he? He's been all over them like a rash, just getting too far out of his ground, finding trouble. Box 1, I can see him parking up close enough, getting a good run up into that first bend, railing into it and proving too strong. He is so ready to win, and I think this is well within his grasp. He's an attractive price as well. You can back him each way if you want to, around that $6 mark. Very happy to bet race number 1, Storm Alert. Couple that up with race 5, number 3, Stranger Within. Now, numerically, the last run doesn't read that well. Going back 2 runs ago, this dog won. Last start, though, I actually thought this dog actually ran quite a positive race, because Stranger Within was beginning to chime in at the right time, making some eye-catching progress mid-race, and then just got into a bit of a tangle. With a better beginning on Saturday night, this dog's going to take a heap of beating, and it's another that's around that each way price. I saw $7 or something earlier on. Very happy to take that. I really like it each way for Max. Race 5, number 3, Stranger Within.
I'm proud of you, Hayden. You found us a couple at each way quote there. Last time you spent a couple of minutes trying to convince your $3 chance was a value bet, so you've come a long way. I'm proud of you. My best bet, race 7, number 8, Inside Scoop, is short, but seriously, if he doesn't win this, he's sacked forever.
Hang on. You said a go at me for short prices.
Yeah, well,
What's going on here?
It's the best bet.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it better
not
win.
value.
It
Yeah.
better win.
Yeah, each way at $2.20.
When mine's a bigger price to place than yours is the win. It better win.
That's okay. I said I was proud of you.
Yeah, well.
But
I just
either way,
shocked to the system.
Inside
Really.
Scope. He'll be first past the post. Box 8, small field. He's got no excuses here. Had a similar draw when coming up at Greyhound called Sam Patch, who's in that Mandurah Cup final on Friday night, and went straight past her. And he posted a really good time. He can go around 29.7. With no dogs on his outside here, I think he's going to be much more comfortable. I think he can take over through the pen. And from there, we hopefully can see him switch on and go back to his best. So race 7, number 8, Inside Scoop. For a bit of value going to the stage race on the program, it's a really intriguing race. I'm going to team up with race 4, number 2, West on Nugget. Plays heavy again here with Couch Surfer in box 1. But this is a really good staying debut last week from West on Nugget. Went 42.17. Didn't get the arm straight away. Had to do a bit of work. But went straight past Mixed Dozen going past the post the first time. Stayed on well enough, and we've seen greyhounds winning these staying races in 42.50 in recent times. So to run that time first up was quite promising there for West on Nugget. Now Couch Surfer does tend to rise to the occasion, and he's going to be very hard to beat. He's $1.50 for a reason, but place heavy here. You can go by your 1x8, 1x9 sort of play, even go the Quinella play with Couch Surfer there. I think you'll be getting the collect. I think he'd have to do something silly here to miss top 2 West on Nugget. So race 4, number 2, West on Nugget, to go a race 7, number 8, Inside Scoop, Saturday night. Very much looking forward to the action this week, Hayden, but not just locally. We do have heats of the Melbourne Cup at Sandown Park as well. So once we've done our money on Railway Stakes Day, we can turn our attention to Sandown Park, and if all else fails, we've got Cannington.
Well, I'm confident. I'll be winning Friday. I'll be winning Saturday. Are you going to Ascot in between?
Yes, I'll be going Railway Stakes Day. I'm trying to get down to the Mandurah Cup card on Friday night, so there'll be plenty of betting this week. So it's interesting what kind of mood I wake up in on Sunday.
I'll be at GP on Friday, and I'll be at Ascot Saturday, so I might catch you then.
That's exciting times. But if you can't get down to the track this week, you can tune in this time next week for another big edition of Greyhound Gold.